The more often the BBC capitulates to political power, the more often it's going to be under political attack.
The BBC has been institutionally biased for decades.
That's interesting, considering Farage is paid nearly £100,000 a month doing his job at GB News, and he's only working under 40 hours in that month. It works out at about £2,000 an hour. This from the man who thinks young people are overpaid at £10 an hour. Anyway, I wonder if there's a vested interest in eradicating the BBC, considering the advantage it would bring to GB News proprietor Paul Marshall, who is beginning to get a stranglehold on the right-wing media. In the meantime, SANGITA MYSKA highlights that the BBC is in fact capitulating to the right, fearing their criticism and fury.
And as a result, it's ended up in this very strange cycle, which means that every single time a right-wing political party or right-wing commentators make complaints to the BBC on one level absolutely should look at those complaints, but it should also look at the veracity of those complaints, the quality of those complaints, and decide whether or not they actually hold any water.
I well remember the Wilson report 2 decades ago, saying the BBC were not covering areas like Europe and immigration with any sense of impartiality. And you could, add on to that net zero, climate change.
Instead, what we seem to be seeing is as social media and politics in the UK lurches to the right, the BBC has become almost hypersensitive to that and tends to overcorrect. And that is the key problem.
All their interpretation of the horrors that have happened in Gaza, and now, of course, the United States president.
Click here for some more Reform Reprobates.